Welcome to Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding podcast, where the power of words becomes a bridge between worlds. In this podcast, we embark on a dynamic exploration of the human experience, weaving a tapestry of diverse voices, stories, and perspectives. I am your host, LaVenia Richards. Join us on a journey that transcends boundaries, fostering connection, empathy, and a deeper understanding of the rich mosaic that defines us all. Get ready to reflect, resonate, and embark on a transformative odyssey through the art of conversation. It's one thing when strangers betray you. It's another when it's someone you broke bread with, though. Betrayal from family hits different, but it teaches you what love isn't. I had to learn. Forgiveness doesn't mean access. Peace costs boundaries, and sometimes love has to take a step back to heal. Today we're talking about wolves in sheep's clothing, when family and friends betray you. So what's up, beautiful people? It's me, LaVenia Richards. I am your host. Thank you for joining me on Verbal Mirrors podcast, Reflecting Understanding podcast. Listen, y'all, I know y'all heard we was talking about, listen, we gonna dive into it because I done been having some family members and things, and I ain't mentioning no names that's been on some bullshit, okay? We're gonna get into it today because it's really something. How many of you can identify, right, with betrayal by somebody you genuinely love? You know, your family member, whether it's your father, your mother, your daughter, your son, whomever it may be, or a very dear friend. How many people have really thought that you were rocking with people, or this was your family or your people or whatever, only to find out that these people don't give no damn about you? Yeah, I had to literally learn that, y'all. I had to learn that just because I think we give too much or put too much weight on title. I think we do. We have a tendency to be like, oh, that's cousin so-and-so. He would never do that. Or that's my son. Like, he would never feel that way about his mom. Or that's my daughter. She would never do that. That's a lie. It's a lie. And I think I wanted to do this particular show because it really resonates very deep in my heart. You know, I have broken bread with a lot of people. Like I said, it hurts worse when you broke bread with them, right? You done sat and you done ate at the table with them, and you know, you done shared secrets with them or whatever. Y'all done went through life stuff only to find out that they just simply didn't care. Yeah. Unfortunately, and I don't even want to pride myself in having to go through this. It's very hurtful. It's very uncomfortable to be in a position to truly love family and friends, or people that you call friends, to find out that they stabbed you in your back, that gossip was more important than your relationship, that jealousy took precedence over your relationship and caused them to do grimy things to you, that lack of their own self-respect and lack of their own acknowledgement of their own self-worth caused them to do things to you. I had to learn that it wasn't you, that it wasn't me, shall I say. It's an inside job. That's something that people go through. Like when people don't like you, I'm learning, unless you really did do something to them, it's an inside thing. People do things to you for some crazy reasons. And I just learned that it doesn't matter if it's any of those titles that I mentioned, right? I had an ultimate betrayal by a relative. And shoot, a couple of friends, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say no names, but just to think that you're close. And I'm not talking about, like, think about family members. You know, let's just think if it is a cousin you grew up with and y'all the same age, right? And so, you know what I'm saying? Your mama and they mama was sisters. So y'all cousins, you done hung out, you done been over there, y'all grew up together, you know, all of the things. But the one thing you got to remember, y'all ain't little no more. Yeah, y'all ain't little no more. And so what I mean by that is people turn into and develop into whoever it is that they're going to be. And that person is no longer that little person that y'all was so cool, right? Because now that woman is a grown woman, right? That little girl is a grown woman. That little boy is now a grown man with different ideologies, with different mindset, with different experiences, with different trials, tribulations, and successes, right? And so when you look at that, or when I look at that, shall I say, you know, those were the things, like, I was so quick to be like, because a person had a title in my life, oh, that's my bestie, or oh, that's my best friend, or that's my sister, or my sissy, or that's my daughter, or that's my son. I have learned over the years that people simply are who they are. And you can't put so much weight on a title that you forget the actions. I think the days of us allowing bullshit to fly because that's just how somebody is, or that's just big mama, or that's just auntie, or that's just cousin. That's some bull. Why would you allow somebody to disrespect you, misuse you, and abuse you because they have a set title in your life? Like, it makes no sense. And I had to ask myself that. I know I'm pausing for a minute, but I'm asking myself too, because that's what I had to ask myself. Like, why in the absolute hell? If I wouldn't have accepted from Pookie out on the street, why am I going to let somebody, you know, and I get, we love them, but you know, it's just our heart, right? But we see signs too. Like, I started seeing signs, you know, the little backhanded compliments, you know what I mean? The, um, lack of reciprocity, like you would give, and you know, or whatever. Or I've learned, check this out, I've learned that sometimes people give to you because they want to feel superior over you, right? So let's say you came from hardship, and both of y'all came from hardship or whatever, and then you start doing a little bit better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But before that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that person is like, okay, yeah, he need me, you know, bruh, I'm gonna get this for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or for a woman, I can only speak for a woman, so let me speak from my perspective. If, you know, you steady getting somebody giving you stuff, okay, they got you, they got you, they got you. But then when you start doing better, you stop getting. Not that anybody owes you anything, but it starts making, were you giving to me because you thought that I was a basket case, or that I was a charity case, shall I say, and you needed to? Or were you really giving to me from the heart? Were you giving to me because you felt like you were superior over me and it made you feel like a big person, right? Because I've had people do things for me, and then later on, this is family, well, I did so and so for her, and I took so and so. Well, if you didn't do it from the heart, what in the absolute hell did you do it for? You get what I'm saying? And I just started seeing over the years, just over a life. I am 53. I love saying my age, y'all, because one, I look good. Mm, you see it. Yes, a little bit vain, but you know, you got to love yourself. Listen, no, seriously, to be 53, to have experienced a lot of the things that I've experienced in my life, and still be able to sit here on my own show, my own platform, my own podcast, and be able to speak my truth, this is profound to me. Because, you know, I tell my story throughout, if you've been on my podcast or whatever, and I'll continue to do so over the days, months, weeks, years, whatever. But I've just learned title don't give you access, right? Just because a person has a certain title don't even mean they like you. Now, I might get a little deep on this. Those of you who can follow me, follow me. Those of you who can't, I get it. No disrespect at all. But I always tell people, me and one of my cousins, we talk all the time, and just we talk about a lot of stuff. Spirituality, you know, not really religion, but we've talked about religion. And so I'm saying that to give this preface. So give an example, like you have the child, right? You birth the child, you know, you carry that baby for 9 months, moms, and you know, you talk to the dad, what we gonna name her, what we gonna name him, what we gonna da da da, right? And you have all these hopes and dreams and ambitions for this child, right? You've carried this child, you covered your child, you prayed over your child, you spoke life over your child or children, whatever the case may be. But the thing I always say is that you don't know the soul, the spirit in the body. And so we always be like, well, how could she do? Because you don't know the soul or the spirit in the body. You looking at the baby, but what's that energy inside? What's that spirit? What's that soul? What agreements did it make? Right. And I don't want to go too deep in that because I get deep. Like, I don't just look at one thing. Everything is not black and white for me anymore. I have to get out and explore life to see what is available and what is and what isn't for me. Right. So anyway, so the reason I brought that up is because I've even had, people talk about their children misusing them, mistreating them, doing them wrong, right? And I tell people, because you don't know the spirit of the soul, you want to think because it's just your little sweet, innocent baby girl that she can't be jealous of you. Why couldn't she be? If you're successful, you're doing things for yourself. If she doesn't feel good about herself, even though you poured into her, right? Why couldn't she be jealous of you? Because remember I said it deals with the inside. I didn't realize this. This is me, processing now. At first, I was just like, people just really, they fucked up in the head, just keeping it a buck with you. But as I understand now, people simply are who they are. You got to recognize the signs, though. See, we break bread with people and we got these titles. Oh, no, that's cousin so-and-so. Why do people, and I'm not trying to be funny, why do people feel like because that's cousin so and so they can't do so and so when it's parents molesting their own children, uncles, her, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, there are people who are doing these things within their own households, right? Hurting and harming the people that they should never be touching. So why is it that when so-and-so does it to us, we just, oh my God, not, you know what I'm saying? We just ready to pass out, so laying in the floor, honey, not understanding. Well, simply because they're human, one. Two, you don't know what spirit is inside of that body, right? Come on now, somebody. You don't know what it is that a person is thinking in their mind. You know what I'm saying? People have their own issues. And so we got to be ready to let people go. Forget a title. Come on, somebody. We got to be ready to let people go. You understand what I'm saying? Because we're not going to do it. Hello, somebody. Because listen, we deserve to, that's not clapping now, honey. Hold on. We deserve to be able to be around people that we can be vulnerable with, that we can have a safe space with. You understand what I'm saying? And we get so comfortable with people and ignore those signs, not recognizing that so-and-so said that so-and-so, this is the third time they done talked to me like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the third time they done said something slick about my little business, right? Or you hanging with your girl, you know what I'm saying? And y'all been cool forever, but then all of a sudden they got something slick to say about you or your body or something. She don't like you, honey. Yeah. And I'm saying that because, y'all, a person that genuinely loves and likes you does not intentionally try to hurt you. Okay. You just wouldn't try to intentionally hurt somebody that you love. It's not okay. Come on, somebody, like, let's go. You're not going to be okay with somebody just taking advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? If you love somebody, if you don't want nobody to do it to you, why would you do it to them? So I started saying the backhanded compliments. Let me get back into it. I started seeing the backstabbing stuff, right? Just little stuff, you know what I mean? Just little innuendos people would sin or whatever. And I started paying attention. Now, me, I like to get into zodiac signs. I understand that everybody is their own individual, so I don't want anybody, well, every Cancer ain't alike, and I am a Cancerian. I get that. Everybody don't get into zodiac signs. I do, right? So I'm going to talk about what I get into. Cancerians are very loving by nature. Mother of the zodiac. We love love. We love, just giving all the goodness to the people that we love. So much so that we can be blindsided by the people that we love, not recognizing that they're trying to take advantage of us and use us, right? Even family. Yeah. And so I started seeing little things. I started seeing how people started moving with me, because one thing that I am adamant about in this season of my life It's how people make me feel, yes, while I'm with them, for sure. But when I walk away from them, how did you make me feel? Did I feel like you treated me fair? Do I feel like you were respectful towards me? Do I feel like I had to have my defenses up? Do I feel like you were trying to be grimy towards me? Like, I have to pay attention to how I feel in your presence and afterwards. I like to lead people and know that I feel good, not, oh, I know they talking about me. Which, I mean, I'm a hot topic. Talk about me. I'm not trying to be funny, y'all, but I have just been through so much in my life. I don't give a damn about people talking about me. That's why I walk in my own lane. I stay in my lane. There's no traffic here. I don't see why you do that. Exactly, because I'm in my own lane. Why in the fuck would you even know why I'm doing anything, right? So, yeah, I got to the point as a Cancerian, I was trying to go to somewhere with this. As a Cancerian, we love hard. So if you my people, you my people. I'm rocking with you 10 toes down, right? So we do that for family because that's who we protect. We're protecting the family. That's who we got to protect, y'all. We are going to protect our family no matter what, right? So when you find out that the people you protecting ain't protecting you back, ain't valuing you back, ain't loving you back, ain't treating you fairly like you treating them, that's a problem. That's a problem. And I had to learn, listen, loyalty is shown, not spoken. That's leading me to what I wanted to say, right? Loyalty is shown, not people. I'm loyal. I got so and so, man, that people know. No, if you're loyal, it's going, you don't even got to say it. My reputation precedes me, no flex. But I always have been a firm believer that your word is your bond. If you ain't got shit else, I should be able to depend on you for what you say you gonna do. If I can't depend on you for that, what else will you lie about? Right? So for me, my word is my bond. Right? So people will tell you, if LaVenia say she coming, she coming. It's who I am. I don't play with people. And you're not going to play with my emotions, my feelings, my nothing, right? I'm a loyal person. And so where I went wrong is wanting everybody to be loyal like myself, not understanding that everybody has their own story. They're their own individuals and they get to choose how they act and respond, right? The only thing that you're in control over is you. How you respond, how you move, how you act, how you grow or don't, right? That's up to you. When you thinking you putting it in somebody else's hands, you're not, right? Either way, you're not, because you're deciding to put it in somebody else's hands. It's all up to you. But anyway, loyalty is shown, not spoken. I don't really gotta say anything to people that know me because I'm loyal. If you've shown me that I should be loyal to you. See, I used to be just loyal because you was my cousin. I used to be loyal just because you was my daughter or my son. I used to be loyal just because you get what I'm saying? No, I'm loyal to you if you deserve for me to be loyal to you. See, that's the thing, title. Oh, Big Mama never even liked me. She ain't like light skiing kids. I'm just saying, I'm making up something because my Big Mama loved me. But I'm just saying, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to say that we get so caught up in titles, we forget these people are people. We forget they're people. Yeah, we definitely forget that people have their own agendas, their own life. Like, you looking at life one way, do you realize that everybody wakes up in their own dream? And I'm trying to help you with something so that you don't keep looking at, let people show you who they are at face value and believe it. Let people show you who they are at face value. Come on, somebody. I think that'll preach right there. Well, now, because listen, at the end of the day, you teach people how to treat you. And if you're seeing that you're giving, and you're not getting nothing back, you're not getting no reciprocity back, they can't give you a cookie, your favorite candy, nothing. But yet they're talking about you like a dog and you giving. You found out so-and-so said this. You found out they done had a kumbaya party about you, talking about you, when all you've been was good, right? Loyalty is action. It really is action, right? You can say you loyal to me all day, but I found out that the people that I got your back, girl, you my girl, you my people, are you my niggas? No, that was the main one stabbing me in my back. Loyalty is shown, Remember that the next time somebody's saying they love you. Love is action. Love is doing. I'm going to tell you, I can tell you I love you a billion times and pop you upside your head daily. I love you. You know I love you, right? You're making me do this. I love you. Hell no. That's not it, right? Loyalty is shown, not spoken. Now, what helped me and one of the most healing truths that I had, listen, one of the most healing truths that I had, family is who protects your peace. Family is who protects your peace. Come on, somebody. Yes. Yes. I learned that the people who genuinely love me, who genuinely care for me, they protect me. My corner people. I had to take them glasses off. The corner people, right? I always talk about a corner and a circle. My corner people, if you think about a corner, it starts from a point, just like this. If you can see, the ones who are looking at it. If you're listening, I got my hands up like it's a point so you can see what I'm saying, right? But right, so we got that point right there. Well, everybody got to start within that groove. So if I'm standing here and this is the corner, right? Everybody's behind my back, but check it out. They got my back because they got to keep expanding, right? They got my sides and they can see who coming from the front. Now, your corner people are your people that can just infiltrate because anybody can come. I mean, your circle people are the people that can just come in because you're in a circle. Who's watching the back? Y'all all in a circle looking at each other, right? Anybody can infiltrate the circle. But see, your family, no. See, they protect your peace. Those are what I like to call my corner people. Who ain't gonna let nothing happen to me. Look to your left or look to your right, right? 2:00. Yeah. Baby. Nah, I'm gonna come and pick you up because you're not gonna go there like that. It's too late for you. You say you need what? Nah, you ain't gotta call nobody. See, I'm talking about your people that protect your peace, that comfort you, that you can be vulnerable with, right? That you can relax and fall back and you don't have to have all these stresses that people want you to have. You dig what I'm saying? So family is who protects your peace. Now check it out. I had to learn that wasn't gonna necessarily be blood. I've had people who were not related to me in any shape, form, or fashion by blood that have treated me better than my own relatives, my blood family, right? So trust me when I tell you, people be like, oh, I don't believe. Again, I stay in my lane. My lane is if you don't treat me right, I don't give a damn what your name is. I don't care what your title is. If you don't treat me right, listen, cut. Now, I used to not be there. Like I said, Cancer's mother of the zodiac, love to love, love to nourish. Well, how can we heal this? How can we fix this, right? Nah, you don't treat me right. I don't like it. I came to a season in my life, I said that was my healing truth. My healing truth was that family protects your peace, not destroys it, not backstabs you, not talks about you like a dog, not intentionally does things to hurt you. Learn the difference and quit trying to be loyal to loyal to a so-called family that don't give a damn about you. I said what I said. That don't give a damn about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to be willing to walk away from any and everything that does not serve your highest good. I said something. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Listen. So, because at the end of the day, you matter. Everybody, I gotta go there for so-and-so. If you ain't worth a damn, you can't be nothing for nobody else. And we want to overgive before we even give to ourselves. You out here going above and beyond to some family members who don't care if you even make it, as long as you get them what they need. We gotta be careful. Now, here was the thing. I was saying that it doesn't have to be blood. Another thing I like to talk about while I'm talking about the blood, because I like to say that I have family and then there are relatives. Now, the reason I say that is because I got some family that's not my blood. Yes. Mm-hmm. You got family that's not my blood. That you would swear we grew up in the same household together, as close as we are, as what is the word I'm looking for? Not close, but aligned. As aligned as we are. And I got relatives that are just relative to my bloodline. And y'all need to learn the difference like I had to, if you so choose. The family, that's my corner people. It's my corner people. People who have been there for me when I was down and out, didn't have nothing. See, because I don't mind talking about where I've been because I ain't there no more, right? People who have held me down through my trials, my tribulations, understanding that even though I may not have been able to give back at the capacity of which they gave to me, they still blessed me anyway. You see what I'm saying? Now, that's my family. That's my family. My family looks out for me. My family got my back. What you mean you don't got? We got. If I got, you got. I got my sister. She be canning stuff. I'm canning us some beans, and I'm canning us some. You understand what I'm saying? Dry canning. And I love that because I got people including me in their life because I've been good to them. I've been loyal to them. I've been true to them. I've been faithful to them. And guess what? It's just a few. Oh, baby, it's just a few I can count on one hand. But those people, we rock for each other. That's my family. Now, those people that are relative to my bloodline, those are the people that backstab me. Those are the people that I can sit and break bread with, and it don't matter because they just relative to my bloodline. Because think about it. You might have a fourth cousin somewhere that you don't even know nothing about. We stopped counting after the first, second, or third, probably. Right? Oh, that's my first cousin on so-and-so. That's my second cousin. I don't really think we get third, fourth because who gives a damn? You understand what I'm saying? Like just being really, really honest. Who gives a damn? Right? We just want to know at the end of the day, are you my relative or are you my family? And I'm the one who puts them in that category because I had to learn who had access to me. I want you to write your access list. Who has access to you? I had to start determining how important that was. You just want to give your energy to everybody. You want to throw it to him. You get my energy. You get my energy. You get my energy. You get it. No. I draw my energy back and see who deserves my energy. Who gets access to my energy? I am a light. Everybody can't have this light. Do you know that the light attracts all kind of stuff? It even attracts the dark-minded people, the dark energy people, the dark low vibrational people. And those people can be your family. The title is Wolves in Sheep's Clothing When Family and Friends Betray You. These are people that kissed you on the cheek and was your fake Judas, saying, I love you. I'm here for you. What you need, girl? Well, you know I got you. And then you turn around and he slept with your girl. And now she's pregnant by him. I'm just giving examples. Vice versa. She slept with your dude and now she's pregnant by him. Right? That one, she helped you, but at what cost? To go talk about what you didn't have and how she had to help you? Friends, family, corner people, circle people. Who gets to have access to you? These are some takeaways. I want you to write your access list. I told you I can still count on one hand my access list. Yeah, you might see me out and about. Go. I'm a professional. I'm a businesswoman. I sell travel agency stores. You know what I'm saying? I do all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I sell digital art. I make my own artwork, custom. I just print it digitally, right? That's work. I'm out selling these items. You understand what I'm saying? I'm out doing all of this stuff. And so with that, I have my own herbal business. I have a holistic herbal tea company. So what I'm saying all that for, and of course I'm gonna give myself a plug. I'm gonna do that at the end anyway. But listen, the reason why I'm saying that is I mingle because I'm a businesswoman. I chit chat. I build relationships, right? But even in that, I have to determine and decide who gets access, right? But for this part of it, when we're talking about your friends and your family, choose wisely. Everybody ain't your friend, and everybody ain't your family. You just got some relatives. You just got you some relatives, baby. Sometimes it is the lies that we tell ourselves that have us messed up. We deceive ourselves. Like I said, we seen them, we done gave the Pookie 3, 4, 5 times, and Pookie been telling me, I'm gonna pay you back, I'm gonna pay you back. Pookie ain't never paid you back. But you like, man, that's little cuz we grew up, da-da-da-da. But then you'll see Pookie didn't pay you back, but Pookie done went and bought him a new car. Pookie didn't value you. Pookie didn't appreciate you. Pookie was using you because you were giving, right? Family can betray you. Yeah, but I like to liken it to, those are relatives, because real family protects your peace. I wanted you to, so the takeaways, write your access list. Decide who has access to you. Okay? It's the first thing. Write that list. Now, I need you, this is so imperative because this is something that I had to do, and jot this down too. Release bitterness, but keep the boundary. Now, I cut some people off. It was necessary. I don't care nothing about that because I don't care nothing about that. Baby, if you mess with my mental, I have to have mental clarity in all areas of my life, financially, spiritually, mentally, with family, friends, foes, whatever. Even if you my foe, we agree that we don't like each other, it's okay because we know where we stand. You get what I'm saying? But I like to make sure that what everybody has done to me, I find a space and a place to release the bitterness. Yeah, because it was effed up so-and-so did that. I ain't gonna lie. It was messed up. Why did he do me like that? Why did she? Right? I know how that feels. I know what you asking yourself. I was good to them. What would make them do that to me? That's my people. That's supposed to be, it hurts. And so you get bitter, or you can become bitter. But remember when I started out and I said that that's something on the inside of them? See, we don't know what people have agreed to. We don't know it's this book called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, I think. I love the book. The Four Agreements, a very quick read, a short read, but it talks about how people live in their own dream and they make their own agreements. And so like you're thinking, that you wake up, let's say you woke up every morning and you meditate and you're happy-go-lucky and you're life is so good. That's your dream. That's how you woke up. Now, somebody else might have woke up and they didn't have anything to eat and their lights may have been off, right? So they woke up in a completely different dream. But when your worlds collide, right? You wondering why they so bitter. Well, it ain't none of your business that they woke up and their stuff was cut off, but they wondering why you so happy. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta find a space and a place to leave the bitterness because you don't know what people are going through. Remember, I said it's an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. That's why it's easier for me to cut people off. I don't even be wanting to sometimes. You don't want to cut off your so-called family or your so-called friends or loved ones. But if it means my peace, me having balance and harmony in my life, I'm going to absolutely do that. So release the bitterness, but keep the boundary, okay? Now, the other thing I want to mention is I want you to have an affirmation. This is the affirmation. I can love you and still let you go. I pause for. I can love you and still let you go. Let's go. Come on. Because listen, there is no reason for you to keep yourself in mental anguish or mental jail dealing with people that you know do not like you and don't mean you no good. And I don't care what their title is. So that's the affirmation. I can love you and still let you go. And then my call to action, if you journal, if you don't start, it's good. It's a good release. Call to action. I want you to write down, and you got to answer this and put them down and do what you got to do. Ask yourself, who do I need to release with love? Who do I need to release with love? Because if you let the bitterness go and understand that people wake up in their own dream doing their own thing with their own dilemmas and issues, if you recognize who your corner people are versus your circle people, if you recognize who's family versus relatives, if you recognize who's protecting your peace versus causing chaos in your life, you'll be able to choose and know quickly who goes on that list. Listen, determine your worth. Don't get caught up in title. If it causes you to lose your self-respect, your self-dignity, your self-worth, if it causes you to devalue yourself, any person, regardless of their title, let them go in love, not bitterness. Once you find out who they are, accept that that's who they are and then keep it moving, right? But not in bitterness, because you keep yourself in jail. You hold that in your mind. You keep yourself in mental jail. You're claiming you're moving on, but you're not, because you won't even release it. Let them people go. They got their own shit they dealing with. They don't need you steadily nailing the nail in the coffin. They already kind of dead inside, and they need some healing, right? So when you write that, who do I need to release with love? Be truthful with yourself. And remember, release them with love. I've let people that I am very close to, family, I love you dearly, but I got to give you the deuces, because you're not good for me. You don't like me. You've shown me too many times that you don't particularly care for me. Now, unless you done told me what I've done to you, I ain't did shit to you. So I don't know what you're going through. I don't know why you treat me like that. You haven't opened up. But what I do know is I don't like it. What I do know is that I don't deserve it. And what I do know is you going on that damn list. I'm going to release you with love. Come on, somebody. Oh, listen, y'all. I'm so excited. On some real stuff. I am getting ready to close it out, but I wanted to encourage you and empower you to make sure that you don't get caught up in nonsense of letting anybody disrespect you. Don't get caught up in the title of anything, whether it's a job or anything. Today we talked about wolves in sheep clothing, wolves in sheep's clothing, when family and friends betray you because everybody has gone through it. And we need to stop being so trustworthy that we ignore the signs of how people are really trying to destroy us and tear us down. Know your worth. Know your value. Know what you deserve and don't deserve, and then move accordingly. And when people show you who they are, believe them the first time. Listen, I love y'all so much. I'm going to shout out my sponsor, physicianhealthyself.com. That is physician with a Z. You can go there for all of your herbal needs, holistic teas, tinctures, and salves. Sip Serenity, heal from within. That is www.physician, PHYZCIAIAN. Did I spell that right? Damn. Physician, PHYZICIAN. healthyself.com. I had got a little tongue tied there, but listen, and also go to my other sponsor, Empress Ascendance 777 ca.square.site. Empress Ascendant 777 ca.square.site for all of your beautiful Afrocentric art pieces, eclectic art pieces. There are still some cancer awareness pieces on there, breast cancer awareness pieces on there. Just check it out. All kind of various things on there, amazing things. I love you guys. I am so happy to be back. I'm sorry I missed last week. Listen, life be lifing. And I like to get on here and be real, right? Everything ain't what you always hope it's going to be, but you make the best out of what you have. You turn them lemons into lemonade. And that's what I've chose to do with my life, y'all. So I love y'all. Make sure that you check me out. I'll be back next week. I'm going to try to do Thursdays, to try to stay consistent between Thursday and Friday. But I just appreciate you guys rocking it out with me. I appreciate you, your support. Listen, even when I wasn't on, right, when I was trying to get my trademarking together and I gotten kind of discouraged from that, people were still going to my sites, listening to me on iHeart, listening to me on Podbean, all of the things. And I just want to let you know that I greatly appreciate you because I was gone for a year. And so just to show you, when you plant that seed, don't give up. When you plant the seed, things don't just flourish as soon as you plant the seed. You got to let it grow. You got to water it. You got to nourish it. And some of the leaves going to die, but keep nourishing. Pick off the dead leaves so the new leaves can come, right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. And I am going to close it out. Please check us out on all platforms. And I will see you later. Until next time, peace. As we wrap up another episode of Verbal Mirrors Reflecting Understanding, we encourage you to carry the reflection sparked here into your daily interactions. Let the echoes of diverse perspective guide your journey towards greater empathy and connection. Thank you for being a part of our dialogue. Until next time, may your mirrors of understanding continue to reflect a world filled with compassion and unity.